It's past time to expose the Democrats and Republicans for usurping liberty and freedom. What you are about to hear is the amalgam of passion and truth. This is the Southern Liberty Radio Show.
Race is a social construct that I want to break out of.
I think skin color is irrelevant. Why do you care so much about it? And what are black values? You know what black values are? They're Christian because they're one of the most Christian populations in the country. I don't care if it's all black, all Asian, all white. It's an excellent group is what I want. Because I do not believe diversity is a strength. I believe unity is a strength. I think you should have a one-page bill that says that racial discrimination based on race is illegal and will not be tolerated in the United States of America. Charlie, do you believe that black pilots can be qualified? Of course. I want a hiring quota and program that only cares about qualification, not skin color. Why does United Airlines care so much about the color of the pilot? How are you? What a beautiful kid that is.
Thank you.
What a gift from God.
Yeah. She truly is.
White chocolate is here.
Hello, everybody.
This brother got more soul than a lot of people running around here acting like they brothers. He's a real brother. He was doing it. And he made sure that he brought a lot of us here, man.
And race should mean nothing. We should build around things that matter and not things that don't matter.
Charlie Kirk helped a lot of young blacks get to the White House. He changed a lot of their lives. A lot of them never imagined going to the White House. And Charlie helped hundreds of young black boys and girls go to the White House. Charlie, thank you for that.
Thank you, Charlie.
I love this guy. Black America is a faithful community and a portion of the country with high church attendance. I have always had a focus and a heart for Black America. I believe that Black America could be and should be doing so much better in this country. A message of liberty, a message of freedom, and one that resonates with core values that are shared in Black America. What has your father ever done for inner city Black America other than call me a white supremacist? What is a white supremacist?
A white supremacist is somebody who takes advantage and believes that they are higher than everybody else.
Do I believe that?
I have no idea.
Okay, exactly. And so there's no evidence whatsoever, and yet people go around sloppily saying, you're a racist, you're a white supremacist. It is so destructive to our dialogue. It's destructive to us coming together as a country, and there's nothing to support it whatsoever. So thank you for your time, and shame on your father for peddling that crap.
Like Larry Elder, like Dr. Ben Carson.
Dr. Ben Carson.
Yeah, Dr. Ben Carson.
Oh, yeah.
Would a racist host the nation's largest young black leadership summit?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So at what point would I not be a racist then?
You're muted.
Hey, we have a duty. We have a duty to make sure the truth is placed out there. We have a duty. That's why I played that clip. Welcome, everybody, to this episode of Southern Liberty. We're going to get down. We're going to react to a few things. We'll talk about a couple of things, but we need to go ahead and get this dumpster of trash dumped. And to help me this evening, to help me dump out this dumpster of hot political garbage, the one and only Miss Kale. What's going on, girl? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Even better after listening to that.
Spectacular. Excellent.
Yeah.
How's things going in the Cackalack? What's going down up there?
Oh, Lord have mercy. We're riding a roller coaster up here, but we're doing good.
Oh, riding roller coasters.
Riding the roller coaster.
Six Flags over South Carolina.
Oh, Sled is investigating our
oh, yeah.
county treasurer, and
Sled has been on it the last couple weeks. Boy.
I tell you what, just here in Jasper County, we're not even talking Lexington County.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's crap.
Yeah, they had a county commissioner and I think a superintendent, some kind of school board superintendent maybe, who got into big trouble up there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're digging up some dirt here in the Kakalaki. So
Oh, that's what's up. I want to shout out real quick. Shout out everybody in the chat this evening.
absolutely.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Everybody down there in Okeechobee, Florida, and WRMI. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Those of y'all in Davis,
Hello.
Weber County, Salt Lake County, Juwab County, Utah. Appreciate y'all. Those of y'all down here connect to the Sea Islands down here from Glenn County to Camden County to Ware County. Come on across. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all long time. Ware County, you in there too. Come on through
Yeah.
like Kung Fu, Charlton County. Appreciate y'all. And everybody else that may be listening at some sort of online experience, whether it be here directly on the Rumble or the YouTube or the Facebook or the Twitch or the Kick. And I promise y'all Instagram, but I can't figure out the Instagram part yet. But we get the Instagram thing going. We're going to be on. We big time. And we on and popping when it's on now. But I like the broadcast waves a lot better because I don't have to show my ugly face to 99% of the people out there listening on the airwaves. So I don't have to do that because, again, I got a face for radio, as they like to say, right? But anyway,
You speaking to the queen of that one. Come on.
So make sure y'all do the like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and whoop de whoop whoop, as I like to say, and this, that, and the third, and all those other idioms, all those things. Do that. Share it with your peoples.
Absolutely.
I don't even know where to start right now because there is so much hot ass garbage going on right now.
And most of the garbage, believe it or not, is being created by the politicians involved.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Kel.
Sure.
Because this came up a little earlier today in a TikTok live I was in with a young lady.
Okay.
Right, and this was one of the questions. Right.
Mhm.
Who is the most cultish, MAGA or anti-MAGA?
I'd say anti-MAGA.
Okay.
And I'm saying that I'm saying that because you have people like Rosie O'Donnell who are paying a fortune for therapists that do nothing for her to get over her Trump derangement syndrome. They have such a hatred for this man that they cannot get around it. I mean, it literally takes over everything that they do and feel and think. Whereas the MAGA people understand fully and completely that Trump is just a waypost. He is not here forever.
Yeah, it's going to turn into RDS, Republican Derangement Syndrome.
Agreed.
Right, but you know what?
But to a certain extent, it already has.
Right. Yeah, you're exactly right. Everything is anti-Republican, right? Everything is really anti-Republican, right? And it's kind of funny is how these same people talk about the party switch, but really, did they?
No.
Right? Like I mean, we come from 64 forward.
Yeah.
Right. And they say that party switch, and I'm like, woo, y'all act like the same. Y'all act like the same Negroes back then.
They're certainly acting like it.
No.
Well, and I have to say this because what I'm seeing on the Democrat side is a shove, not a push, a shove towards socialism and communism. On the Republican side, we're still seeing the spinelessness.
No.
That now, and I can't see that. I can't say that for everybody. But in the leadership, yeah, there's a bit of spinelessness there.
Here's my thing, right? Because I think both MAGA and anti-MAGA are equally cultish, but
to a good extent.
But here's the difference, right? I don't think MAGA is love obsessed with Trump, right? Now, when we talk about cultish behavior, what's the actually opposite of love?
Hatred.
No, it's indifference. Indifference is the opposite.
No, your indifference is not the direct opposite. Hatred is the exact opposite.
No, hatred is an obsession.
Same coin.
It's an obsession. Love's not an obsession on its face. Hate is a complete and total obsession over something that's bad, right? So indifference is the,
I see your point.
Indifference is the literal polar opposite of love. I can take
I
it
can
or
take
leave
it
it.
or leave it. Yeah.
Right. But when you get down here, in order to hate somebody, you have to be obsessed with the person or the action they're doing. That's
You love to hate them.
automatically Jim
Yeah.
Jones shit right there. That's
Oh,
like some
yeah.
Kool-Aid drinking shit going on.
Yeah. Hand me the solo cups, you know?
And that's how I feel about it, right?
Yeah.
Again,
And I have to agree with you on that. Yeah.
yeah. How does your life surround like literally like a soulless person
Mhm.
is the only person that can get up, comb their hair every morning, kiss their wife like they love them, and walk out with a heart of hatred.
Yeah.
How does that work? That like you have MPD? Yeah, multiple personalities that you're doing this with? Right? I mean,
I don't know.
but how do you do that? Like, if your heart is whole, if your heart is whole and part of you, how do you change your heart from 1 minute from love to your to people to hatred? Like, how do you?
Well, I mean, okay, let's give it a solid example. The guy who came in and killed the one National Guards woman and shot up her partner
Mm-hmm.
there in DC.
Mm-hmm.
He traveled from Washington State, where he had a wife and 5 kids,
Mm-hmm.
to go and shoot 2 National Guards people in Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's a very good example of hatred.
You literally just everything. Your whole life.
Your whole life is a lie at that point.
That part. That whole part. And that's for all the anti-Trump, anti-MAGA people. I'm calling you to the stage right now on this, right?
Yeah.
100%. You can't walk around with a hatred for another man or woman in your heart and still walk around talk about you loving people.
Yeah.
That's dangerous because, again, we have seen it where you have murder suicides
Yeah.
over shit like this,
Yeah.
right? Like you can't be a Trump supporter, a Trump voter, let me say a Trump voter, right? And a Harris voter, for example, or a Biden voter, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to end up, it's not going to be the person that voted for Trump that doesn't murder suicide, right? Statistically, right? And we're just taking common sense statistics here, right?
Mhm.
It's always the liberal minded one that takes out the whole family because of their derangement
Well,
in most regards.
and I'm not even going to look at this from a political standpoint because, believe it or not, I don't think politics has much to do with it. I think it's all personal.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it is literally not just indoctrination at the education level. It's
Mhm.
also indoctrination at the societal level.
Right. That's exactly right.
And politics really doesn't have much play in it other than, oh my God, well, if you voted for him, then you are just a horrible person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you didn't vote, where does that count?
Right. Right. Yeah, and that goes to another thing that I've talked about often too,
Mhm.
and many other people that I know. Right.
Yeah.
We've talked about how people say, well, if you didn't vote, then you don't have a say. Or if you voted third party, you still don't have a say because your vote's wasted. And it's like
There's no such thing as a wasted vote.
that part.
Yeah.
That
There's
part.
no such thing as a wasted vote.
Nope.
And yeah, Scrappy, it's definitely a spiritual battle.
Yeah.
And it has been from day one. It's just moved into the realm of politics because people don't talk at the spiritual level much anymore.
No. Because they've been possessed by demons. That's
A
kind
lot
of
of
where
them.
I mean, you can't. How can I mean? Even all these school shooters,
Mhm.
right? Even the. Look, hold on. Let me gather my thoughts a second because
Sure.
I'm spiderwebbed right now. Okay.
Yeah, you are. But that's okay. It's Friday. It's been a
It-
long week.
Let's take for example
Mhm.
the Brown University shooter. Okay.
Mhm.
He also shot the professor from MIT.
Mhm.
Right?
Yes, he did.
Now watch this. The government did the damnness to cover up the fact that this guy even existed, because they put a white dude. Matter of fact, hold please. I think I got.
Yeah.
Hold please. Oh, I got the clip. Hold on. I got.
Well, there's a lot I've got to say about this. So yeah.
All right, play clip.
Share with the people of the state of Rhode Island what this investigation looks like, where we are today, where I anticipate it moving forward. So last night, I wish you could have been with me in the command post, where there were literally dozens of Providence police officers working to develop leads in this very difficult case. Difficult, obviously, because of the tragedy that occurred on the campus, but also difficult in terms of developing evidence. That work continues, and it will continue tomorrow. Our prosecutors were there. 6 in total. Our victim services folks were at the hospital. But this is what these investigations look like. I've been around long enough to know that sometimes you head in one direction, and then you have to regroup and go in another. And that's exactly what has happened over the last 24 hours or so. Collectively, the team developed leads in a number of areas. One was chased to ground. It led to us detaining a person of interest. So those words and how we choose those words when we're talking about an investigation matter. And what it means here is that certainly there was some degree of evidence that pointed to this individual, but that evidence needed to be corroborated and confirmed. And over the last 24 hours, leading into just very, very recently, that evidence now points in a different direction. So what that means is that this person of interest needs to be and should be released. I think what is really unfortunate that this person's name was leaked to the public. It's hard to put that back in the bottle, okay? So we're going to proceed very carefully here. There is too much at stake for the victims of this horrific crime and their families to take chances with respect to this investigation. What I anticipate seeing going forward is that our team of prosecutors will be working with the Providence Police Department as the principal leads in this investigation. We will have our resources amplified by the state police, by the FBI, by the ATF, by the DEA, by the Marshal Service, and others as we develop leads and move towards justice in this case. But this could happen very quickly, but it could take.
So you heard what he said.
Mm-hmm.
And we know it's all hot garbage. This is the individual on the screen right now, right? And yes, I chose the Hodge twins for a particular site on purpose, right? Because they're some of they're one of the biggest conservative creators on the internet right now, right? But here's the thing, right? Those of us that follow law, criminal justice, right? No, this guy's name should have never been leaked in the first place as a person.
Exactly.
Never in the history of American justice has a person of interest name been leaked.
Yeah.
Right? Here's the problem. Right? So now you have the internet scrambling. Oh God, he's MAGA, right? Because he was a soldier. Right? He worked hard at Arlington.
Yeah.
Right? He was all these things, right? Upstanding soldier. You got to be upstanding soldier to be stand guard at Arlington Cemetery.
You have to be the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
To serve at Arlington.
Yeah. So not only did they smear this man's name for 2 days, the internet smeared this guy for 2 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this wasn't even the dupe. And all you can do is say, "Well, we apologize. We apologize that your name."
And they didn't.
No, exactly. No,
not one word of apology to that young man.
No, not at all. He should sue the shit out of the state of Rhode Island and Providence.
Now,
100%.
There was another person who was named as a potential. Now, this was by the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a Mustafa somebody. I don't remember his last name.
Yeah.
he also deserves an apology. And I'm saying this, he needs an apology from the social media sources who put that shit out.
Yep, sure did. Yep, sure did.
You know, it just
100% right. But this
now.
Go ahead. Go.
And I'm going to say this because I watched the entire press conference that they had last night, and that was a total and complete cluster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't put your politicians on the stage when you're doing this.
Right.
Number one, this is a law enforcement issue. This is not a political issue.
Right. Exactly.
When your mayor is acting like the MC at a fucking Diddy party, you got a problem. Now, the Providence, Rhode Island police, I don't think they could have handled this more like Keystone Cops.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah. That man got smeared all over their internet, period.
Look, and then they go and condescend to the people who were using social media. Oh, well, don't trust internet sources. Don't trust social media sources. But your number one clue came from the internet. Your number one source for identifying this guy came from social media.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not supposed to trust it. We're not supposed to use it. And misinformation, bite me. You guys were posting just as much misinformation. Oh, we have a person of interest in custody. And you let him go a few hours later.
Cool. Then you leaked his name. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Then his name was leaked.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Then his name was leaked.
And then what happened, Miss Kell? What happened? People went to there. Look, he's MAGA. He's this. Look, he's a soldier. He's got to be MAGA. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, and I bet you not near one of them sons of guns deleted that post off of their social media. It's sitting there right
Probably
now.
Not. Yeah.
Sitting there right now. So someone can read it 3 years in the future, but how did they know this guy's name?
Yeah.
And no one's going to care, and they're going to get desensitized to bullshit American justice.
I want people to keep in mind, just because someone is in the military doesn't mean that they're on the right politically.
Right.
I know just as many Democrats and independents in the military as I do Republicans.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Just as there are all shades of brown and beige in the military, there's all shades of political in the military.
Mm-hmm.
Do not judge by politics the uniform.
Right. Right. I got part 2 for you.
Sure.
Watch this.
An individual was identified as Claudio Neves Valenti, date of birth, and he was a 48-year-old man. He was a Brown student. He was a Portuguese national, and his last known address was in Miami, Florida. And I will tell you that he took his own life tonight. We have members of the Providence Police Department up in Salem, New Hampshire, and we also have the BCI unit. Obviously, the FBI and their evidence recovery unit is up there, so the process is being conducted as we speak. And it goes without saying that I would like to personally thank the efforts again of the Providence Police Department, the Rhode Island State Police, the Rhode Island Attorney General, the FBI, the ATF, HSI, the U.S. Marshals, IRS, DEA, Secret Service, and NCIS.
He has to thank somebody.
I don't know if people got caught the tail end of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he thanking the IRS, the DEA, HSI?
Yeah.
What else is going to
Okay. What came out this evening, and I don't know if you caught this or not.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the guy that did the murders and then offed himself, he offed himself Tuesday night. He didn't do it last night.
Right.
He's been there a minute. He's a Portuguese national. You knew that. Okay. They found out that he not only has offshore accounts, he has rather large offshore accounts.
That one makes sense why the IRS is involved.
That also makes sense as to why the DEA is involved.
It could be potential drug smuggling.
Yeah. If he's coming back and forth between here and Venezuela, or not Venezuela, but Portugal. Yeah, possible.
It's possible. But now the question is,
yeah,
why shoot? What was the reason he shot the professor? Was that a cover? Was that a potential cover?
No.
No, I'm saying the Brown shooting was a potential cover for the MIT because the MIT
this is all personal. This has nothing to do with politics.
No, I'm not thinking
sincerely
politics.
doubt it had. No, wait a minute. This has nothing to do with politics. I sincerely doubt it has anything to do with drugs. This looks like it's personal. He and the professor at MIT went to school together. They attended in Lisbon, Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
They're both physics professors. Actually, Lutrere, I think is his name is, the one who was murdered, the MIT professor. He is at the top end of physics. He's into fusion and plasma theory. The guy that did the shooting, who is it? Veltere, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Attended classes at Brown and then ended up dropping out. He was going for a PhD in physics.
Okay.
I'm thinking this is jealousy. I'm thinking this is a personal vendetta against Lutrere. Because this guy was not as smart, could not complete the course, could not get his doctorate.
And he was standing in the way.
And this guy was arrogant enough and smart enough to know that he was outclassed. And he took a grudge. And I'm thinking that's what it is.
But then why do the mass shooting at Brown?
Come on. Why wouldn't Brown be the issue? He was forced to drop out.
Fair enough, but why go after students? Why not just go after the administration?
I don't know.
Right?
That I don't know.
Why not go directly after the administration instead of just shooting random people on campus?
Well, the thing is it makes just as much sense to do that as it does to shoot the professor that you think you have a grudge against. There's no common sense to it. There's no sense at all. Once you internalize something like this, it doesn't have to make sense.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And to me, I'm just looking at this from an outsider. I don't know. To me, it looks like he internalized everything. And it got to the point where he figured, this guy is my biggest opposition. This guy is my biggest rival. I have to take him out, and I have to take out the source of my initial issue.
Right.
Which would be Brown.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. I don't know. I guess I'm just an extremist in the matter. I'm going directly to the problem and not hurting random people. But again,
yeah. But the thing is there is no avoiding that once you've gotten to that point.
Yeah.
And if he was that nasty as a person, and they're saying he was not a good guy.
Well,
if you're that nasty as a person, you're going to do shit like that.
Right. You're right.
So
you're right. We're gonna shift the wheels a second. I have a comedy skit. I got a comedy skit I gotta play. This is hilarious. This is the most hilarious. The most hilarious. Okay, let me say that again. The most hilarious resignation I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yes, it is.
I'm gonna play it. I'm sorry, but I watched it. Y'all gotta watch it too.
Never would I compromise my integrity. Never would I compromise 28 years in law enforcement for a few folk who couldn't stand to be held accountable. And if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it again. So I'm going to the Bible when I say this to my haters. F you. The same folks who said in that report that they changed their numbers, and I did not. The report is very clear. I did not direct anyone. You should investigate those folks.
Honestly. Doesn't take long to find out that you've changed your numbers, honey. And you only make yourself more and more guilty by screeching and screaming about it. I think it's hysterical. I'm sorry. I thought it was funny as hell. I about fell out when I saw it the first time.
I thought, look, I thought that was the epitome of black excellence. I said it. I thought that was the epitome of black excellence that everybody screams about across this internet. Huh? I mean, we don't have any black people in power. We ain't got no black people in power, and the suppression from the oppression due to the depression caused me to have motivation to speak out against this oppression.
Amen.
I mean, I'm looking right here and I'm like, look, every time a black woman has been a police chief or police force, some scandalous shit has gone down. I'm not holding my tongue on this one. I mean, should we remind people about what happened to Tyree Nichols about 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Under a black woman police chief that got kicked out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And moved down to Memphis.
Yeah.
Clean up crime, and her thugs went out there and killed the man over a personal vendetta.
Yeah. About that.
Woman up here in D.C. hooting and hollering across the damn screen like she's the queen of the damn internet. Huh? She's screaming and hollering like she in the pews in the AME church somewhere.
Like I said.
And she done fudged the numbers.
Yeah.
And we talked about them numbers right here on the show. She fudged them damn numbers. Well, we're not charging this when we change it from here to here. Man, stop. Every time.
But she didn't do it just to make some folks look better. That's not what we're talking about here, honey. We're talking about making you look better.
You look bad by changing them numbers. Huh?
Well, she looked better for a while.
I mean.
She looked better to her boss.
Mm-hmm.
Because, oh my God, the numbers don't match up with what's happening.
No.
Crime rate's going down. Meanwhile, everybody and their brother getting carjacked or killed or shot at or beat the hell out of. But our crime rates are going down.
All I'm saying is, and y'all can go look at the numbers yourself.
Yeah.
When there's a black woman police chief, shit goes crazy. I mean, I'll even pull my card on a sitting senator right now, sitting House rep right now, Val Demings, when she was the police chief of Orlando.
Yes.
All the crime that happened, you couldn't drive up and down Orange Blossom Trail in Orlando for years when she was a police chief, because the pimps, the hoes, the tricks, the Johns pulled up on the corner with the dope boys on OBT.
Yeah.
You couldn't drive down it. The rich folk had to drive down OBT to get the Buena Vista where freaking Disney World is. They had to go all the way around.
All the way around.
All the way around
I heard about
Orlando.
That. Yep.
Under Val Demings as the police chief of Orlando. So don't play with me when we talk about these black women in these police chief spots and all the bullshit that happens.
Okay, but it's not just the police chiefs. It's like Rocky mentioned about Fannie Willis.
Oh, Fannie, she's about to go to jail.
It's also your DAs.
Mm-hmm.
and your judges
Mm.
and your mayors. Because your old Bowser doesn't exactly look clean in this.
Fannie Willis
In D.C.
about to go to jail. Do this dance. Fannie's gonna go to jail. Do
Oh,
this
yes,
dance.
she is.
You
Yes, she
going to-
is. Well, I never approved that 160 hours a week.
Oh,
Really? Bitch, please.
speaking of
He
speaking
was
of that,
sleeping with his ass, and you didn't approve no 160 hours a week to get more money.
she
for
down
him
there in
so
between
he
the
could
sheets.
take
with
you
this
on
motherfucker
vacation
like
to the
this.
Bahamas. Really? You didn't do that.
No, she
Are you out of your mind?
she went out on a Jet 2 holiday with Mr. Wade.
Oh. To Belize, if I'm not mistaken.
Look,
And she didn't even know that was out the country.
look, you're right. You
Girl, please. Get out of here with that
man.
bullshit.
Oh my God.
You
Look,
gotta be kidding me.
look.
I did never approve that. I never saw that. Then across my desk. Really? You're the boss of the office, and that never crossed your desk that one of your attorneys, a special counsel hired directly by you,
Mm-hmm.
was filing for 160 hours work week.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Ain't that some shit?
Yep.
Maybe I need to sleep with the boss more often. Because that 160 hours a week, dude, that's some prime money at that stage.
But peep game, right? Because remember, Fannie
Yeah, she
Willis.
never slept with that
Hold
man.
on. Real speak though, right? Hold on. Real look him. You know how they all told us. This is why, and here's another reason why Fannie Willis is about to find her ass behind a jail cell too. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Some of you that may have forgotten what had happened. Fulton County all of a sudden said 315,000 votes and may or may not have been they were illegally certified.
Yes.
And
oh, there's a lot going on up there. The Senate hearing has dropped some massive election bombs on Fannie Willis and Fulton County. They have dropped some massive 2020 election bombs.
Yeah, I got it pulled up right here. Yeah.
Look at that.
They even said we don't dispute the 350,000 votes lacking poll worker signatures were counted in 2020. President Trump would have won Georgia in 2020.
Yes, he would.
He would have won it in a landslide.
Yeah.
Taking those
315,000
votes
votes.
out.
That is
But
massive.
there ain't no fraud though, Miss Kelly. Ain't no fraud, bitch.
But no. It wasn't widespread.
Right.
That was the key
right.
word, was widespread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Look, I all I'm saying is, now again, right? I mean, God, I have election 2020 fatigue. You heard me?
Oh, we
I
all
got
do
the
at this point.
fatigues, the whole like I'm overtired muscle and all that. But I'm sorry, people. Look, the anti-Trumpers, y'all gonna be mad anyway.
Oh yeah. It
But-
doesn't matter what either of us say.
But Fulton County, the county themselves admitted to it. The
they
government
did.
admitted that that these were counted illegally.
Well, it's
See,
not
this
just
is-
that. The county just dropped all charges.
Mm-hmm.
They just dropped the charges against Trump and the rest.
Sure did, and that's the part they did quietly.
Yes, they did.
They did that very
Nobody has
quietly.
talked about that.
Nope. They didn't have a choice but to drop the charges.
Yeah.
They had no choice whatsoever. And Fannie Willis presenting, so now literally her case, I want people to understand, her case would have fallen apart because now this is fruit from a poisonous tree,
Yes, it is.
right? And again, the fraud doctrine,
Mhm.
right, from Throckmorton, right, still applies here.
Yeah.
I want people to understand that. See, damn, this is crazy. Little over a quarter of a million votes.
Yeah.
were illegally counted and not certified.
Yeah. Lacking poll worker signatures.
This is when hatred.
Yes.
This is when hatred takes over the political system.
Yep.
And uses it for their own ends.
I would
come on.
I would dare say that Raffensperger,
Raffensperger, yeah.
Raffensperger, whatever his damn name is up in Georgia. And even their governor.
Oh. Mr. Kemp.
Need to go over this.
Yep.
Yeah.
They hung their hat on this.
They hung their hat on it and they stood 10 toes down, saying that there was no fraud in Fulton County, especially Raffensperger.
Right. I would. I mean, yeah, Kemp does have a little bit of have some liability here, but
He has a little bit of
Raffensperger
he
is
has,
the
he has
direct
liability,
supervisor.
but because he has stood behind Raffensperger and Raffensperger lied through his teeth,
Right.
and every single one of those poll workers in Fulton County, every single one, the poll managers, the poll workers, whoever was doing their certifications at the county level, gone.
Which would more than likely, now here's a twist. I wonder if Trump could actually file a libel suit with the current evidence on hand, not only against the state of Georgia, but against against the Secretary of State of Georgia, the office.
Well, and I have to wonder also if he couldn't file lawsuits against those who were screeching and screaming about him calling the governor of Georgia and asking him to fine those, what was it, 11,000 votes? Yeah. Same thing with Lindsey Graham up here.
Yep.
Because they were accusing him of being complicit in it.
Yep. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, but Miss Willis, you
her goose is cooked. Her goose is absolutely cooked. I mean, look, she will be lucky to get away. She will be lucky to get away with this with her house.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to get a bar card back.
No.
If they take it from her, she's not getting it back.
No.
She will never hold public office again. Not ever.
No. So we're gonna shift gears because we're kind of we're coming around on the backside towards the end here a little bit. I want to close out with this because this particular topic's been weighing on my head for a minute now.
Yeah.
And it's disturbing because I'm starting to see this trend just flat out in front of all of our faces.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a series of videos. We'll talk about the first one a little bit for a couple minutes, and I'm going to play the two subsequent, and we'll have a full out discussion. So I'm telling folks right now, just hold your seat down. Hold your anger. We'll talk about it. All right, let's go. This first video is 3 minutes long, so let's go.
And we want to fund operations against soft targets, schools, hospitals, Jewish cafes. I'm Ami Horowitz, and anti-Semitism is rising precipitously across the globe. How bad is it? I'm here at San Francisco State University, one of the most left-leaning intersectional schools in the country. I'm here to raise money to kill Jews. Money for arms and weapons to fight back against the Jews, operations against the Jews, but around the world, in France, in Germany, here, in Britain, wherever they are, but here and in Europe, we want to raise arms so we can strike them all over the world. We have to hit these people hard.
Yeah.
And we want to fund operations against soft targets. Schools, hospitals, Jewish cafes, hospitals, Jewish schools, Jewish buses, synagogues, that kind of thing. Targets that can make them really feel it, attack, blow things up, blow shit up.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we have to strike back.
Yeah.
We can't
No, I definitely agree.
All we have are rockets and suicide bombers and that kind of thing. The suicide bomber.
Because it's like part of their religion, like they want it to take over.
People are evil in these worlds, so you know what I mean.
That's what we have to strike back.
Yeah, most definitely.
So you think it's economic, or you think it's the religion motivating them?
I think it's a mix.
Keeping them controlled with like genocide.
A lot of people think they're superior to others, you know what I mean? So they think
They're superior?
Yeah, a lot of them think that.
Jew-premacy?
I think their behavior and the actions are evil. Says they want the land. It's a money thing.
I don't know. I'm just heading to class.
You agree with what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
But yes, I would totally be down.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I agree with you.
I mean, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
By hitting these targets.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I like what you're saying.
I would love to help.
You want us to spread the word too?
Spread the word for sure. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't have money to give, but if you need word
But
of mouth,
moral
like,
support you can give me.
Yeah.
And just spread the
like
message.
Like promotions, like putting on a story or something.
How much money would you be able to do? It's tax deductible.
A couple bucks.
Like 5.
Also 5? Like $5.
$5?
But yeah, 5, 10. Probably like $5.
$5 is great. 10?
Yeah, like 5 to 10.
Like $15 right now. Say $15.
That'd be amazing.
Like $15, $20 probably.
That'd be great.
Cool 20.
20? Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
I don't really have a job right now, so
Okay.
I would do like maybe $20.
20 bucks.
I'd do 20.
20 bucks.
Or 30.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Peace and love.
Yes.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
No
Peace
problem.
and love.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, just evil. Just straight up evil.
I couldn't have said it better myself. The rhetoric in demonizing Jews we have seen globally has led to this. 28 out of 35 people that I engaged in conversation with expressed support for what I was doing. And 17 out of 35, nearly 50% of people I spoke with, offered me money to kill Jews.
How sad is that? And the thing is look, I like Ami Horowitz. He does a really good job.
100%.
I love what he does. Guy's a Jew.
Yeah. He's a Jew.
And they have absolutely no idea.
Nope. They have no idea who they're speaking to.
No.
Yep. Like it's complete blank. They don't
even give it a second thought.
No, not even a second thought. So those of you that don't know, right? The guy that was talking, you heard talking, narrating through the whole thing, that's Ami Horowitz. He is a Jewish man, and he does these things where pitting on race.
Mm-hmm.
The big topic is the attacks against the Jewish community worldwide. And this was his experiment to hear, right, what these people.
Yeah. Val, he's a Jewish O'Keefe, basically.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just, it is disgusting. And here's the kicker, Miss Kel. Here's the ass kicker.
Yeah.
Watch this, y'all. That was filmed in 2023.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it wasn't a recent video because I thought I'd seen it before.
Yeah. 2023, he made that video.
Yeah.
And just think about then, right? Because October 7th was 2023. Yeah. 2023 was October 7th.
Yeah.
Right? He had just filmed that literally a month prior to that happening. This is what's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? And now I got another video to show you. We're now, right? We're here. I got to play this one. We're here. So what y'all are seeing right now is the video of the Bondi Beach police. Okay, what you just saw was the Bondi Beach police. They literally rammed the little white car you saw. I'll play it again. I'll play it again real quick. Give me a second. I'll play it again. There's a white car over in the cut to the left when it pans back left that they rammed, right? The guys that were on the side just saw sitting down over here right now. Those are the men in the vehicle. They had all kinds of firearms in that vehicle ready to go back down to that beach again and do what was done just a week prior.
Yeah.
They got a tip, and they got a tip on the car.
Yeah.
And they went and rammed these son of a bitches. This is where we are.
Yeah. Now, it gets even better than that. And I'm going to give you 3 statistics here
Okay.
for Bondi Beach.
Okay.
83 rounds out of 6 single-action firearms. 2 people using those firearms.
Mm-hmm.
11 minutes for law enforcement reaction.
Yep. That's the gas kicker. 11 minutes.
Single action firearms.
Mm-hmm.
They were bolt action and pump shotguns.
Mm-hmm.
Bolt action rifles and pump shotguns.
Yep.
And they did that much damage in 11 minutes
Mm-hmm.
that it took the law enforcement to respond.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So how much sense does it make that their Prime Minister Albanese is busy setting up further gun legislation? Where were your cops? This was a very, very large gathering, and they knew it would be. It happens every year on Bondi Beach for Hanukkah.
Yep.
Where were your cops?
Hey, I got one for you, Kel. Watch this. You ready?
Yeah.
Go. Oh, wait, wrong clip. Hold on.
We expect hundreds of thousands of firearms will be collected and destroyed through this scheme. Consistent with the approach that was taken in 1996, the government is proposing that states and territories will be responsible for the collection, processing and payment to individuals for surrendered firearms. The Australian Federal Police will then be responsible for the destruction of these firearms.
Yeah, so that's your Prime Minister. That's your Prime Minister.
Australia, your Prime Minister doesn't trust a single damn thing you do or say.
Nope. At this point, yeah.
They don't. There's a lot more going on here than just a gun confiscation.
Mm-hmm.
Because what they want to do is they want to limit the number of firearms you can own. They're going to take it from a maximum, I think it's 6 that's maximum,
Mm-hmm.
down to just 1 or 2. Because, you know, you live in a city. What need do you have for firearms? When your response time to a crowd shooting is 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
Yeah. They want to go in and inspect your home for safe regulation. In other words, where's your safe? Is it bolted to the floor, to the wall? Does it hold your firearms securely? Are you storing your ammunition separately? Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. Bullshit.
And of course, more gun buybacks and destruction of firearms. Do you know how many
Right.
antiques we lost?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Valuable, valuable firearms to history.
See, look, the people of Australia, if anything, I don't want, I'm going to make this political.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to my Jew friends, my Jewish friends. No
Yeah.
disrespect, but please, I want people to understand, right? If people would have been armed in Australia,
Yeah.
a lone Muslim man would not have been shot in his arm twice to temporarily stop the shooting.
Yeah.
He
By
would
a
have
fellow Muslim.
He would have had a firearm in his hand and blew the guy's head off.
Yeah.
100%. Right. This is this incident right here. This incident, particularly right here,
Mhm.
is the reason Australians from Perth to Canberra need to stand the fuck up, march down on their government in Canberra, and say, you know what? We want our guns back, and we're not leaving until we get them. because they can't have another Bondi Beach happening again. Now, here's the other fucked up part about this.
Yeah.
Going back to the original video that I started out with here.
Yeah.
Those Muslim men stood right there and shot indiscriminately, interrupting Hanukkah. But I'll be damned. If let's take, for example, the Christchurch shooter. Yes, I'm not glorifying him, but I want to make a point.
Yeah.
They drug that guy through the mud, rightfully so. Right? And because he shot up 2 mosques.
Yeah.
They will protect the mosque before they protect the synagogue.
Yes.
You heard y'all hear what I'm saying, right? They will protect that damn mosque before they protect the synagogue.
And
right?
keep in mind that one of the shooters for Bondi
Mm-hmm.
was already on their radar.
Yep, 100%. Again, government failure. Again.
Yes. Now, there's a question in the chat. Thought Australia confiscated guns? Val, yes, they did. They did a massive confiscation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, it's been a good 15 years ago now.
No longer than that. They did in the late 90s.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
It was after the Port Arthur shooting.
Yeah, it was out to Port Arthur. Yep.
Now, what has happened, though, is that they're getting played by their own laws.
Mm-hmm.
There are now more guns in Australia than there were before the confiscations.
Yep. Correct. Yep.
Because people figured out, I'm sorry, the guns are going to be taken away by our government. I need to have a gun.
Right.
And so what they've done is they've used those laws to get guns.
Yep. 100%.
This is what happens when you start confiscations. And it just escalates from there.
Mm-hmm. Look, with what's going on, just in Australia.
Yeah.
Just in Australia alone. And again, not taking anything from what happened on October 7th.
No.
Not taking anything from that. But this snapshot of an example is why gun control does not work. And
Never
then
has,
you have
never
a government, you have governments around the world that are literally anti-Jew.
Yeah.
Literally anti-Jew, and I call them all out. I don't care if they come from me. Please come from me. Because
I dare you.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can't tell me that you're not. You cannot tell me that you're not, because your government promote propaganda that is anti-Jew. Just like I showed in that video, how it's trickled down to the college campuses, and these kids want to kill Jews like it's Call of Duty. This is bullshit.
Yeah,
this is all bullshit.
And I want you to keep in mind, if it hasn't trickled down into the secondary schools, like your high schools and middle schools, you haven't been paying attention.
Exactly.
It has.
It has, because you just had that kid in Colorado the same day the Charlie Kirk shooting, going in shooting up Jewish kids in Colorado. Yeah. The same day. No one heard about that because Charlie Kirk died that day.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk took the news on that. You didn't hear about
that kid went up in that school with that gun and shot Jewish kids.
Yeah.
Right? You're right. It's down to the secondary schools, even probably even in the elementary schools now. This anti-Jew hate. I don't call it anti-Semitism. Sorry, y'all, but I'm not. I'm calling it directly for what it is.
It is anti-Jew. Yeah.
Period.
Now, and it also is bleeding over into anti-Christian with all the Christmas market stuff that's going on in Europe.
And
and yes, I want to agree with this on what Val just said. It is 1938 again.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually earlier than that.
Yeah, I mean,
because what did Hitler do? Yeah. The first thing he did, he started confiscating firearms.
Yep, sure did.
That was the first thing he did before he started putting them in ghettos.
Yep, 100%. 100%. And again, let's don't make no mistake either, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the anti-Jew hate and anti-Christian hate is coming with anti-Muslim hate at the same time. It's all this big whirlwind of hatred, and everybody's got their guns pointed at each other, right? And now it's like, what the fuck do we do? I'm glad we live in America. I'm glad we live in America,
I am glad we've lived in America.
Mhm.
And I am not particularly anti-Muslim.
Mhm.
But if I'm going to look at the shootings that are going on against the Jews, and if I'm going to look at the anti-Christian sentiment in Europe,
Mhm.
where is that coming from?
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying, right? But
When we have one religion that is attempting to take over the world,
I know
that is a problem.
it
And
is
it's
a
not the
problem.
Jews and the Christians who are
No,
doing that.
it is not. But at the same time, right, I still got to call out the fact, right, that people like Jack Lamb, I know I'm talking about the guy in Michigan that stood in front of the
Oh,
Dearborn
yeah,
City
the idiot.
Council.
Yeah,
Fucking
he's not
idiot.
anti-Muslim, he's an idiot.
But again, he's spreading, right, that message.
Yes, he
He's
is.
bullshit. He is
Yeah, he is.
bullshit.
He is bullshit.
Right? And that's the shit that fuels the other shit, right? Because for me, here's my linear thinking of this one, right? Jack Lamb promotes a quote unquote anti-Muslim message, right? Because he stood in front of in front of a mosque with a pig that he was about to kill in front of the mosque. That's bullshit.
And then pounded on the Quran with a slab of bacon and all this other.
Exactly, right? So we're here. So
He's
people
more
gonna-
interested in the drama than the actual
right
message.
But look at what we have to understand, right? How American perception works coming through, especially from the left, right? Oh no, he's a white supremacist. He's a white nationalist. Look, he's MAGA. He's Christian.
Yeah.
So they're going to connect Christian.
Yes.
Then they're going to connect Zionism, and they're going to connect the Jews. And that's why
That's the
motherfuckers
problem.
like that's why motherfuckers like him need to take a whole ass seat in hell.
Yeah,
Whole ass seat.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Because that's bullshit.
I refuse to watch anything he's involved in.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to participate in anything he's involved in because I think he's an idiot.
That's the problem. And guess
And
what?
that's
He has
my
a-
personal opinion. That is not the
No.
opinion of the show. That is my personal opinion.
Hey, I
And
will take that
come after
opinion and
me
double
for it,
down on it.
Come after me for it. I'll
I'll
let
double
you.
down on that same damn opinion. I don't give two shits.
Yeah.
I don't give two shits for a motherfucker that walks around with this kind of hatred in their heart. I
No.
can give two shits about him.
No.
You
And
are a problem to the movement of liberty. You are a problem. You must go.
the problem
away.
the problem being, and I do have to say this,
Mm-hmm.
when we have people in places like Minnesota
Mm-hmm.
and Michigan and Ohio and Maine, for God's sakes,
Mm-hmm.
pushing for Sharia law, and in Texas, let's not leave that out,
Mm-hmm.
pushing for Sharia law in the United States. That's going to meet about as much joy and overwhelming support as cutting off your own hands. It goes directly against our Constitution.
Forget the Constitution a second. Forget the Constitution.
Mhm.
Forget every federal law that protects human rights. People in this country are so fucking lazy. They
Yeah.
will take oppression
Oh, yeah.
over anything else. They will take the fact that the left sits here and screams and talks about women are oppressed and all this shit, and men shouldn't control women's vote.
The
But
patriarchy.
yeah, but then you're going to install a patriarchy. You want to push a patriarchy that is worse.
Do you want to be a third wife?
Forget even a third wife.
Ladies, I'm asking, do you want to be a third wife?
Forget the third wife part. Do you want to
No,
be
no, no.
killed?
Second, third, fourth.
No.
Do you know what kind of rights they have? Zero.
I wouldn't
None.
even go there. Do you want to die because the man feels like you did something
Oh,
wrong?
yeah.
Do you
Oh,
want to
you
be
cheated on
stoned to
me.
death?
Yeah. No proof. Just said.
Yeah.
And you don't get divorced.
No. Oh.
Most of the time, it's an honor killing.
Oh, wait. These women are A-OK. Right. They're A-OK with pushing their daughters out 7, 8 years old to marry men 4 times their age.
Yeah.
Now, look, I know in our country, and I don't want people to say hypocrisy, this, that, and the third, but there is a time in this country where 13-year-olds did marry 20-year-olds. We did
Yes.
have that.
That did happen.
Right.
But you also have to look at the time it happened.
Right. In context, right. So, and then people love to bring up, I want to get biblical, but for a second, right?
Mhm.
People talk about Isaiah married Rebecca at 14. There's
Yeah.
no actual linear proof of that. They're just thinking she's 14 when he married her when he was 30, 36.
But the
Not true.
the fact of the matter is that was not uncommon.
Right.
The same with Muhammad and what was her name? Aisha, I believe.
Yeah, Aisha, yeah.
She was betrothed to him when she was 6. The marriage was not consummated until she was what age? I believe it was 9.
9, yep. Yep.
And he was how old? Yeah.
Can't remember off the top of his head. He was
History does not give us good examples of this bullshit,
No.
especially not with Middle Eastern faith.
Nope. So, I mean, again, right?
And it is still very common.
Yes,
Very
in-
common.
in this
For
country,
girls
it's common.
Well, for girls that we consider underage to be
Mhm.
married to older men, much older men.
Right.
If you want to see some weird shit going on, look at some of the marriages that are happening here in the South
Mhm.
with Muslims,
Yeah.
where you've got 12 and 13-year-old girls married to 60-year-old men.
Yep. Yep. I mean,
And I'm not joking. It is happening. And
I
it's
know-
happening
I
all over
believe
the
you.
country.
I believe you 100%. See, the thing is, right? Our government has muddied the waters on this
Yes, they have.
so much that people can't even see the true enemy when it's in their face until it's too late.
Right.
Right? Thank God. Thank God we don't have incidents.
Yeah.
Well, we do, supermarkets, right? Because in America, you damn well, you're not going to go pull up on a beach anyway. Especially, I'm going to use Florida as an example. You ain't pulling up to no beach in Florida shooting at people. Because you
No.
pull up with 2 guns, you're going to have about 200 pointed back at you.
Same thing here in South Carolina.
You're going to look like Swiss cheese,
Yeah.
70 days old when we done with you.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Been
So
dipped
these-
in red sauce.
So these punks and cowards have to go into schools, churches, and synagogues to do their evil bidding. But even now, those synagogues, those churches, the schools are squatted up now. You run up in there if you want to with a firearm.
Yeah. You better be prayed up.
I mean, I can tell you just here in Citrus County alone,
Yeah.
you pull up in there, think you about to get in there? Mm-mm. You better call your mammy before you walking through that front door because that's the last phone call you gonna take.
Well, and you look at it. Look at the churches in Texas now.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way.
Yeah.
Because they've had enough of their crazies.
Yep.
And these are white guys that are coming in with guns and trying to shoot them up. Not Muslims.
Right. I will still hold to this point until someone proves me different.
Sure.
Ain't none of these people
Mhm.
running up in the hood trying to shoot up no school.
No. No. No, and that's what I find very, very funny about this. What are they going to do? You run up into the hood and try to shoot somebody, you're going to die.
I mean, what's crazy?
Flat out, you're going to die.
I mean, what's crazy is, right, when we look at this dichotomy, right?
Yeah.
The mass shootings, right? All the mass shootings we've had, right? Quote unquote, right? And I'm not talking about the statistically 3 or more. I'm talking about like
No, you're talking Columbine and things like that.
Columbine style shootings, right? They all have been quote unquote white students on white schools.
Yeah.
But yet the quote
Affluent
unquote,
areas. In affluent areas.
Yes, in affluent areas. That's the other part. Yes, affluent areas.
Yeah.
Right? You ain't shooting up double wide West Side High School in a trailer park.
No.
You ain't going out yonder because them boys got guns.
Yeah, they do. A lot of them have their guns in the back just so they can
You know what
go
I'm saying?
hunting after school.
Right. You're not going down to an Indian reservation talking about shooting up a school. They got a whole lot of guns down there.
They believe in having them guns.
So it's kind of rich how these so-called white people, we want gun control. Why don't you police your own people?
Yeah.
And tell them to shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Because they ain't going nowhere else but shooting you up. So you want to preserve yourself from getting shot up.
The really funny thing that I find about the people who are really gung-ho about gun control, they're the ones who have the most security around them.
Come on now.
You look at Albanese in Australia, 24/7 security on premises and around him. But it took cops 11 minutes to respond to Bondi. I don't have a cop sitting outside my house. I don't have a security force sitting outside my house.
Right.
That's why I own guns.
That's right. I'm my own security force, you heard?
I am my security force.
That minutes is gonna take me 0.11 seconds to put a hole in your ass.
It'll take 11 minutes from the time you break into that locked door, that's for your protection, by the way, till the time that the coroner drags your ass out of my house.
Right.
Because I know who the coroner is. He's right down the road from me.
I know, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Hey, we got to roll out, but since we're talking about guns,
yes,
free Dexter Taylor. I'll say
please.
It again. Free Dexter Taylor.
Please.
All that good stuff. Ms. Cal, thank you as always.
Thank you, dear.
Pulling
It's
up
always fun.
as usual. I want to thank everybody in the live chat audience, radio audience, internet audience, abroad, everything.
We love y'all.
I love y'all. And remember, people, I can't say it enough. It's Crema time. I will be those of you that don't know, I'm starting a new series on Sunday. I found the name for the series. It's on the Patreon for Chasing Life, Liberty, and Minarchy. Make sure you check it out, man. Look, this Minarchy series is fire right now. I'm on fire. I'm in my libertarian element, darling.
I noticed that.
And we're going to break it all the way down. All the way down, because liberty must withstand everything. I don't care how uncomfortable we get. And another thing before I leave. If you don't understand syntax, and I'm speaking to people that follow me on Facebook, if you don't understand syntax, don't comment on my shit.
Yeah.
Just don't comment, because you're going to make yourself you're going to allow me to make yourself look like a fool when you do it.
Yeah. Reading comprehension is always a good thing, folks.
Don't take ownership of something you don't own.
Yeah.
You don't speak for nobody or anybody. You speak for yourself. Ain't nobody celebrate. I gotta pull it. I gotta pull it up.
Okay.
I got, just for funnies, I gotta pull the post up. I'm sorry, y'all, but I gotta do it. I gotta clown.
And while I've got a second, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Blessed Yule and Solstice to everyone out there. While we're waiting on him to pull that up.
Oh, we about to pull up. We about to pull all the way up. I got to show him the post. So this is the post I made. Okay. I don't know if y'all could see it. Let me see if I could make it bigger. Can I make it? I need to make it a little bit bigger. I need to make it a little bit bigger. Okay. So my post says, and again, I talked about this before, but this is what I posted, right? Rob Runner was a very strong anti-Trump. A lot of you did not like him because of his political beliefs. Empathy should be the word of the day. I want to shout out my conservative friends. Listen, this is what I wrote, so listen closely. I want to shout out my conservative friends that are standing on principle. Those of you that are rejoicing in this are no better than the anti-Trump crowd that celebrated Charlie Kirk. I would go as far as saying y'all are the same people, just on different political teams. Y'all ready for
Agreed.
the comments? Put a one in the chat if you're ready for the comments. Put a one in the chat if you're ready for the comments. Put a one in the chat if you're ready for the comments, because you are about to laugh your ass off right now. Y'all ready for the comments? Put a one in the chat. Come on. I know y'all want a good laugh. I know y'all want a good laugh. Come on. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Watch this. Ain't nobody, can y'all see that? Yeah, ain't nobody rejoicing. So let's be clear. We are understanding that he called for Trump's murder and for conservatives to be thrown in prison. He celebrated the assassination attempt. Sorry, not on board with being nice. You know my comment was my comment was gonna be, right? You cannot say nobody. You lack that authority. Secondly, I specifically said those of you. Stop trying to tie a shoe that's not yours.
I like that. I like that line, actually.
Right? So
Yeah.
look at, she writes back. Let's just be literal. No, this is not being literal, Linda.
You were being literal. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, like directly right to the point. Like my principle is not, my principle is literal. Like live by it or no. Oh, it gets better though. The comments get better. Oh, people, the comments get so much better. Y'all can
Oh
see
my
this
God.
on my book face, right?
Yeah.
And Trish Lazarus
Yeah,
said
Trish,
empathy
I like that.
or silence should be the responses, but humans are flawed. Ooh,
Yeah.
you right though. I
She's
gotta
right.
like that one.
So's Tracy.
Yeah. Tolerance and empathy are the signs of a dying nation. Incorrect, Joseph. It's so incorrect, Joseph.
Yeah. Asia, yeah.
Yeah, so let me keep going. Okay, here's this guy, Jason Edward Smith. Nah, we ain't the same at all, buddy. Not even close to those evil bastards. That's kind of an insult. What does those of you imply? That maybe some individuals are, not the whole. Like, motherfuckers forgot syntax. They forgot how to fucking read.
Yeah, I mean, context is so important. Not just context, but actually comprehension.
Right. See, now look at this one. Who is the rejoicing you are speaking of? I see what people are trying to do, though. They're trying to act like we're doing the same thing that they did to Charlie Kirk's death, and that's just not the case. Good try, though. The fuck?
You weren't trying to do anything.
The fuck? Watch this. I'm gonna reply. Who?
Yeah.
Watch this. Who? Y'all seeing this in real time? Who gave you the authority to speak on the whole? You can only speak for yourself. I also said that those of you, does that apply to everyone?
Trying to go too fast.
Yeah. Or no one? God, these motherfuckers. I'm sorry for my
I
language.
know.
Like, oh my God. English.
Yeah. I agree with that one. I don't rejoice in death. I don't that they're
Okay,
gone. I
watch
feel
this,
sorry
here's
for their families. I really do.
Right. Rob praised Charlie and condemned what people were saying after he died. He
Yeah.
then praised Erica Kirk for how she's owned up. Right. Another irony. Rob's wife did the photography that was used to make the artwork for Trump's book. She sure did.
Yes, she did, and she did a beautiful job. Yeah.
See, now watch this. Here's another one. I haven't seen anyone rejoicing. I know.
And you haven't paid any attention.
Right. That doesn't mean that doesn't exist, but I guess I don't associate with people like that. Good. And I think what I said to her, I
Yeah.
said factual. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, see, they keep going to Trump. See, that's the other part. I didn't mention anything about Trump.
No,
Nothing.
no. Although
See,
he did despise Trump, but that's his option.
Right. But these people just going to Trump this, Trump that. No.
We need to stop criticizing Trump. Nobody was criticizing Trump.
Right. Right.
And I'm sorry, if you can't criticize your president, you're not an American.
Right. Like y'all seen the comments.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that one.
Yeah, see, look.
Same with
Here's
Tory.
another one. Here's another idiot.
Yeah.
Robert Reiner stood against Trump, the Second Amendment. He was vile to Trump for 10 years. He called him Nazi, racist, blah, 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 blah. Trump could have taken the high road, but could have but
Okay, now
Nazi
and I've got to say this. People like this don't understand that being stabbed to death by your son is not a just dessert for this.
No,
He didn't
not at all.
deserve to be killed.
No, not at all. Not at all. Because we don't care. But that's the
Yeah.
thing.
No one's rejoicing. Actually, if you haven't been paying attention to social media, yeah, you would think no one's rejoicing. Yeah, they are.
Watch this.
There are quite a few people who are.
Clutching your purse and lecturing other people.
Oh,
Watch how I
God.
blasted this fucking idiot. And I asked him, who gave you the authority? Secondly, are you implying that I am devoid of principle? Only people that are clutching pearls are actually responding this way. This is also called cognitive dissonance. Oh, come on, Roddy. Put yourself in Trump's position. I can give a fuck about Trump's position.
Trump doesn't have a position on this.
The thing is, I didn't mention Trump. That's the part.
No, well, you kind of did, but it was just in the way that Rob Reiner didn't like him. That's okay. Who cares?
But again, right? I mean, y'all can see all the comments that agreed with me and all that good stuff, right? I'm not going to waste y'all's time on that, right? But the moral of the story is, right, is that people, right, their principles shift on sand.
Yeah.
And here's the other part. Now, I'm not going to get preachy. This is a bonus, but I can't help sometimes but to get preachy because these are the same
right?
people that calls themselves Christians.
Yeah.
And knowing, right, what was the song about building your foundation on sand about Jesus?
Yeah.
I think they forgot about that song. You can't build your foundation on sand or it's going to shift.
Even if they don't consider themselves Christian, even if they just consider themselves people of principle or moral or ethical people, where's the morality in rejoicing over a man being stabbed to death by his own son?
Right.
Where is it ethically possible to justify that?
No, it isn't. It's justified when you don't read.
Yeah.
And watch this. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to close the show. I'm going to say it like this here, right? You know how the left talks about the MAGA and their Trump loves illiterate people?
I've heard it said, yeah. We're seeing proof of the opposite in that particular post. Because I wasn't seeing a whole lot of actual literacy there.
I'm just saying.
What I was seeing was a lot of vapid and bitter reaction.
But that goes to the cultish behavior, right?
Yeah,
God, I hate running over, but I'm here for a minute, right?
Yeah.
This goes back to the cultish type behavior.
Yeah, it does.
That goes, oh no, Trump. My post mentioned nothing about Trump, but they're just as bad as the other team when we're having discussions about policy. But Trump, y'all are my post proves it true.
Yes.
Y'all both still the same motherfuckers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look, there's cultish behavior on both sides. But for the most part, I don't consider MAGA that a cult.
I don't consider it a
For the
cult
most
either.
part.
Cultish behavior, sure.
Cultish
but
behavior,
not a
yes, I'm
cult.
seeing plenty of that.
Right.
But
That's-
it's not all the way through MAGA voters.
No, it's not. It's 100%. That's true. I'm just using it as
As an
but-
overall just a
right.
generality.
And that's, you know what I mean, same.
I know.
Val, yes, you know I do.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
you
He loves yanking chains, doesn't he?
you know, Miss Val, you know, and Kel knows too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the etymology nerd. Like, I'm going to hold you directly to the word and hold it literal, because
Yeah.
there's no deviation from how a word is defined. You can have a word. Again, I'm going to say this, I'm going to leave. I promise y'all. I promise. If anything, you don't ever listen to me ever again. Listen to me when I say this. You can take a word and have it mean anything you want it to mean, but the definition has already been defined for that word.
Yes, it has. It's very hard to redefine a defined word.
That's why when a word is used in a different context,
Mhm.
they define it by the second, third, or fourth definition.
Yes.
Depending on the circumstance, right? Of the word you're using, aka bloodbath. Oh no,
Yeah.
Trump is calling
Oh,
for
yeah.
a bloodbath.
Or
But you know-
targeting.
right. You know, that's the third definition, and bloodbath
Yeah.
speaks on economics, right?
Yes.
Like these idiots. Oh, look, Kel, 90% of these people are fucking idiots.
The problem that I have with that though is calling them idiots. What do
Just
they
being
have in
nice.
their hands?
So look,
They have all the knowledge in the world right
they
in
don't.
their damn fingers.
They still don't know
They
how to
just
use it.
don't know they don't want to use it.
Okay, fair enough. I get
It's called persistent and willful ignorance.
ignorance, and that's a crime in some states.
I would say so.
Willful ignorance is a crime.
Certainly it is around me.
But no, it's
Because I will
actually,
disabuse you of that in a heartbeat.
actually, if you want to be, it's actually a crime. Like it's I think I got to put a Florida statutes. Hold on a minute. I'm serious.
I know. But no, I mean, it's one of those things where if you are intentionally not educating yourself to the point where you can hold an actual conversation with a person, I don't want anything to do with you. I really don't. And just parroting talking points doesn't cut it.
So watch this.
Mhm.
Willful ignorance is defined in 3 instances in the Florida statutes. One of them is Florida Statute 68.082, which defines willful ignorance as deliberate ignorance, whereas it comes to false claims. Under Florida Statute 627.732,
Mhm.
also calls willful ignorance, willful ignorance, reckless disregard. And in Florida Statute 794.021, willful ignorance is also, well, let me read it explicitly. Florida law explicitly removes the defense of ignorance altogether,
Mhm.
which is a statutory form of preventing willful ignorance from being used as a loophole. So they recognize
Well,
it
okay,
in
but
Florida law.
that's under charging. In other words, you cannot claim ignorance of the law
Correct.
when you're charged of a crime. If
Right.
you've committed a crime and you're being charged for it, you
Mhm.
cannot claim ignorance of the law.
Correct.
That's a little bit different than just
But
I'm
that's
a
what,
fucking moron.
right. But that's what I'm saying. That's how they've defined willful ignorance, and
Yeah.
then they've done whatever, right? But it's defined in law, so it can't. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can't claim, like you said, willful
No,
ignorance.
you can't claim
Right.
ignorance. I mean, at this point in our lives, and I'm saying this our lives because this is what everybody has, and like I said,
Mhm.
everybody's got a freaking cell phone in their hands.
Yep.
You have access to the internet, obviously. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a cell phone.
Yep.
You can't look it up. You can't educate yourself at least just a tiny, teeny little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Before you decide to have a conversation with someone else or join a conversation with someone else.
We hear this all the time.
I know.
I hear this crap all the time,
I know.
especially on TikTok, all the time.
Why do you think I'm not on TikTok anymore?
Look,
I've got an account. I just don't pay any attention.
I gotta
to it.
say one more thing, and we're definitely going this time. I was
Sure.
in the live,
Mhm.
right, and we were talking about the INA,
Yeah.
Immigration Naturalization Act 52.
Yeah.
This guy was a law student. I'm a law student.
So
I'm a law student, and
doesn't mean
the
you're a good one.
And the due process, and this.
Oh, good God.
So he started on his little thing.
Did he just start law school?
He started something. It might have been a cereal box, but I started just rattling off cases.
Yeah.
Like concerning the INA. You know how my brain works.
Oh, yeah.
I'm everywhere, right? Oh yeah, okay, that may be true, and that may.
Cracker Jack box. Yeah.
I'm saying in the back of my mind.
Let us know when you start practicing constitutional law, son.
He was
Then we'll
trying to
have
say, you're trying to say, oh, it's unconstitutional. But Congress passed the INA, which defined the framework for due process for non-citizens. Like, that's their job. Oops.
Congress makes the laws.
Oops. Is that what happened?
That's why they're called the legislature.
Oh, my bad. But anyway, I'm saying in my head the whole time, you are way above your head in this conversation.
Uh-huh.
Way above your head.
Yeah.
Go slither somewhere else. But anyway, look.
I bet he's going to be a personal injury attorney.
Probably.
Sorry.
Look, everybody. Love your neighbors. Love your family. Check out Chasing Life, Liberty, and Minarchy on Sunday for the new series. If you don't know what it is, check out Patreon. I'm not telling you what it is. Check out Patreon. It's out there, boom, wide open. You just open up Patreon. Patreon.com/TOLMF. Oh, yeah. It's there. Check it out.
I'll see y'all after Christmas. He'll be here tomorrow. Oh, Sunday, Monday, and probably
No,
Tuesday.
I'm thinking about well, Monday. We'll see what happens. Sunday for sure.
Sunday for sure.
Yeah, but we'll see the rest of the week how that's gonna play out, because Tuesday runs into Christmas Eve, Monday's an in-between day. There's so many things going on around here. So
Well, and Congress is out of session right now. So
yeah, I know it's ain't gonna be about nothing. But anyway, hey, I appreciate y'all, love y'all, all that good stuff. Until next time, love your neighbors, love your family, but ultimately, if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. Peace and love, everybody.